right? But you just don't see him doing it. You can't imagine him doing it. That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with hang gliding. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with anime, just because it doesn't fit together like a puzzle. But here's the key, you guys, and I want to encourage you. Use your heads when you watch shows. There are a lot of things out there that you should not be putting in your eyes. You know what I'm talking about. You don't even have to mention it. When I just said that, I'll bet you 95% of the people in this room, some episode or some anime popped into your heads. You're like, ooh, yeah, that one. You know what that is, you guys? Can I tell you what I think that is? Just my opinion. Just my opinion. You know what I think that is? I think that's the Spirit of God inside every one of you saying, please don't put that garbage into your mind. And you can either choose to do one of two things. I want to. And you know, and the more you do it, the more kind of twisted and a little pervy and a little weird you become. Or you can choose to go, you know what, there's a lot of good stuff out there. I'm going to embrace the good and I'm going to stay away from the bad. Anime doesn't try to be Christian. Anime is anime. I use Star Wars as an example. I love Star Wars. I love sci-fi. You know what? I can love Star Wars and still know at the same time that there is not really a galaxy far, far away with Darth Vader and TIE fighters and lightsabers. But it doesn't keep me from enjoying Star Wars. It doesn't keep me from enjoying it. The reason is because I keep it in its proper context. It's entertainment. It's just for fun. It's not to pattern your life after. You can watch shows about vampires, but know that there aren't vampires, and know that you don't want to be one and suck people's blood and kill people. I know alchemy is not real. You don't create things like Ed does, but it sure is a fun story. Yeah. So enjoy it for what it is, as entertainment, but don't pattern your life after it. That's not what it was meant to do. That's not what the creators of it even intended. They just thought it'd be a fun story. But I really want to encourage you, as somebody older than most of you, I mean, as somebody that's older than most of you, do your best to guard yourselves from that stuff. I promise you won't regret it. You're not going to be on your deathbed going, man, I wish I would have watched more garbage. I promise. Open your heart and your imagination and your mind to things that encourage you to good and right and noble and admirable and heroic and kind and love and support and encouragement. Think on those things. And your life will be better, and everyone else's lives around you will be better for it. Okay? All right. Sorry for the heavy talk, but I know you want to talk, so I'm going to even let you ask. Go ahead.
Thank you. I love you.
What is it, man?
Okay. I actually do have a serious question.
Go ahead.
I ask this of every anime voice actor, writer. Is there a line from any anime that you have been in that has just absolutely stayed with you, that has touched you, that has stayed with you, and has just become a part of you? Because I know I've watched animes, and part of them, lines that have been in them, have suddenly become part of my life. They've been like, you go through things in your life and you think about them and you go, oh my God, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm sure there are. And there are plenty of great lessons to be learned. I mean, you know, there are a lot of great moral qualities that you can pull even from a show like Full Metal. The brotherly love, the support of each other, defending each other, coming up to big moral decisions like Ed did, where he could save his brother, but he was going to have to transmute all of those prisoners, remember? And he wouldn't do it. He's like, I'm sorry, Al, I can't do this. And so yeah, there are always those kind of lines. To be honest with you though, to date, Somebody told me, I don't even keep track anymore, somebody told me I've done more than 100 anime series now. And so I can't remember. My point is, they start to kind of mesh together. And I'm sure there are a lot of amazing lines in a lot of shows. And the ones that stick with me most, I think, are a lot of them from Full Metal. The scene I just did was very powerful to me. The ones that I'm asked to repeat a lot are the ones that end up sticking with me. Because you need to remember that when we record, I'll go in and let's say it's a very powerful line from Yukito in Air. And he says something very, very powerful, very impactful. If I record that line, and if I get it right the first time, we move on. It's gone. The moment's gone. And now I'm concentrating on the next line, and the next, and the next, and then the next episode, and the next episode. And it's long gone, along with 4 other series that I'm doing all at the same time. Different characters and different series. So, if I were to go back and watch some of the shows that I've done, there would be lines that I even said myself that would probably pop out to me and go, oh wow, that's cool. But at the time, it went right past me because I was focused on something entirely different, and that was do the character and get the next line right, and go, 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 because we're on the clock, you know? And so yeah, there are a lot of lines like that. A lot of them from a lot of Ed's lines. Including the little scene I just did. Yes, sweetie?
I've noticed that you're really, really good at your Christian songs are really great.
Thank you.
And I was wondering, why have you tried to get them into like the actual contemporary Christian stream, like the contemporary Christian radio?
You mean my talks about stuff?
Your songs.
Oh, my songs? Well, thank you. No, I haven't. Because unfortunately, I don't even know how to get, I mean, the music business is hard to break into. It is very much, I mean, you know, it'd be like, you know, how do you become a movie star? Well, you can't just decide to be one. You know what I mean? There are a lot of things involved. A lot of decisions made by a lot of different people, being in the right place at the right time, getting just the right opportunity, and, you know, just the right exposure to just the right people, just the right role, Christian music or secular music, it doesn't matter. Music is very much the same. Businesses nowadays are, for the most part, run by lawyers.